everybody, this is Chris from kicksoncourt.com. Today we have a performance review on the Nike Zoom HyperRev. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. So the traction on the HyperRev is one of their best features. This area here I thought was going to cover you or contain you really well from a medial and lateral standpoint, but it also worked really well from a front to back standpoint, mostly probably because of how soft and pliable that rubber is. Great for indoor use, probably not the best situation outdoors. As far as this yellow strip here, this is actually part of the midsole. It's what they call Phyllite. The last time I used Phyllite on an indoor setting, it just wasn't the best performance. I was actually sliding around all over the place. This is the complete opposite of what happened this time. This time around, I was actually tripping over my own feet when I wasn't careful, and this stuff was just gripping to the floor like crazy. So traction overall I thought was phenomenal. As far as cushion is concerned, we have full-length Nike Zoom. This is probably one of their best features. It's housed within this Phyllite midsole, which is a very lightweight style of Phylon. While you don't have the most responsive ride as far as the actual spring or bounce back from this, probably because the Phyllite's so soft, this is one of the smoothest transitional shoes I've ever worn. It makes the playing time, or your playing time while on court in these, just really fun and effortless. You don't feel really anything. You're just kind of going out there and getting down. As far as materials, basically we have this entire mesh upper. It's pretty weird. It's very unconventional for a basketball shoe. You have a few areas of fuse overlays. There's really no other fuse or structure underneath that upper though, which is really weird. So as you can see, it's like wearing a really nice fitting sock when you're playing basketball. As far as the durability of the materials, I'd probably only use these indoors, obviously because it's mesh. If anybody toe drags outside, this is just going to burn right through the materials and you're going to have a hole in your shoe. As far as the overall fit goes, because it's a one-piece sock with very little stretch, I thought that the fit was actually going to be their one major downfall when playing. However, because there is little stretch to the material itself, it actually contains your foot really nicely. It's hard to contain it perfectly with lockdown due to the lacing structure here. As you can see, there's no real tongue or anything, so basically all you're doing is tightening up these flywire cables. However, this is the first time when flywire is actually apparent that it's actually working and doing its job, as it's keeping you supported inside the shoe and locked into the base of the footbed. I didn't notice any medial or lateral slipping within the shoe. Like I said, I was perfectly contained, mostly due to the sock-like fit and the fly wire that is harnessing your foot and keeping it in the footbed. As far as the ankle area is concerned, when I first started playing in them, there was slight heel slip, but as soon as you just start getting used to the strap area here and adjusting properly, then you're going to be perfectly locked in. Putting the shoe on is an ordeal within itself. If you have wide feet, this is very little stretch, so it's going to be hard. It's hard enough for me, and I don't even have a wide foot. So what I ended up having to do is sit down and use these little grip pieces here, and then you hold them while you put your shoe on. So the overall fit and lockdown I think is really nice for what it's offering. It's definitely more of a natural type of fit. As far as a shoe is concerned, it's fairly minimal, and if you have weak ligaments or anything like that, this is probably not going to be your go-to option. As far as ventilation is concerned, as you can see, it's all mesh upper, so it's like wearing a second sock. So you're getting the most airflow that you can out of a shoe, probably that I've ever worn. As far as support is concerned, like I was saying earlier in the fit section, you are locked in heavily. However, the upper is a sock, so take that into consideration. It's very minimal as far as support is concerned. This is not real like restrictive support. This is mostly a containment support where it's keeping your foot into the shoe with a one-to-one fit, so you're mostly relying on your own body's strength to keep you supported from the ground up. The rest of the support is coming from this wide stable base here. As you can see, this whole outrigger section definitely sticks out and it keeps your lateral movements secure and stable. And then this clear TPU window is actually a hard plastic, and that is the shank and torsional support, which is pretty interesting. Alright guys, that pretty much takes care of everything for the Nike Zoom HyperRev performance review. In my opinion, one of Nike's better Nike basketball team models in quite some time. The implementation of full-length zoom is just amazing. The traction is awesome. The fit surprisingly is good and secure. And then the mesh upper, it didn't pose a problem as far as support, something that I was mostly concerned with. As far as longevity of the product, I mean, it's a mesh shoe. It's got a lot of soft rubber and foam and everything like that. So using them outdoors probably wouldn't be the best situation, but indoor usage, it's going to be a really fun shoe to play in. So you can grab these now over at finishline.com. If you have any other questions or need any other information, you can always go to my site, kicksoncourt.com. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all your support, and until next time, have a good one.